Hello everyone and welcome back guys to more iRacing, where today we're here back once again actually at Spa-Francorchamps. That was not good. But yeah, we're back once again, this time around in the IMSA Pilot Challenge. So 30-minute races, slightly shorter than the VRS ones we've done over the last couple of races. But yeah, we're still at the famous Spa circuit, so you know me, I always got to race around here if it's a possible combo on iRacing. We're back in the Cayman GT4. I actually did a race right at the end of last season in this car at Monza and had quite a fun time of it. It never actually made it to YouTube at this point, but yeah, perhaps I should probably go back and upload that one at some point. So yeah, we're back once again ready to try and take on the new season. We're getting ready then to start this race. Already a lot of bunching up on the other lane, and it is green flag racing as we get a nice traction bog at the final corner. Half an hour around Spa, going to be about 13 that race. This one we started P18, I think it was, as the number 2 car. Unfortunately, we're one of the highest I-rated people in this lobby as everyone comes barreling into turn 1.
Right side.
Trying to look around the outside. Clear. No, just like no room there on the outside. But yeah, going to be very, very easy to make mistakes in this race. So I'll try and just keep it clean, keep it tidy on that one. Obviously cold rubber, everything like that. Very much the same sort of story as in the GT3s, I'll be honest, as we head up through a rouge for the first time. We've got a slow car ahead. Oh my god, there's death. Yep, that's death. Avoid, avoid! We've managed to get through some of it. Thank you very much. I was very surprised we didn't get any death in the VRS race we did, but yeah, IMSA Pilot Challenge, not the same sort of stories. We got Porsches seemingly all over the road.
On your right.
Not too sure what this guy's doing, but we'll get around him. Someone else has gone. BMW's been dumped at the top of Lecun chicane. This guy going slow. We'll have a look to the inside. We're making up places.
Clear left.
He's just going to bail out of that, so clearly not wanting the battle out of it. Yeah, clearly moving up the spots at the start of this race, which is exactly what I need here, obviously, as we try to build up some temperature in the rubber. I also obviously really want a nice low instant point race as well. We did get a tiny bit of SR from that VRS race. Obviously, if you missed out on that one, I would definitely recommend going back and watching it. We had a really good result, actually, in that one. It's the guy in front of us. Ooh. Runs a bit wide. We get the traction control kicking in as we head down in through Puon. Yeah, that race, very, very good fun. We went, well, I won't obviously leave too many spoilers at the start of this one, but we were really able to carve our way through the field, so definitely a race that I would recommend going back and watching if you did miss it. But yeah, hopefully we can have a similar sort of story here today. Now, I'm pretty certain we don't actually have any TCRs in this race. It is a GT4 only split, so I mean, I don't think we'll ever need to worry about them anyway in these races. Obviously the pace differential is just too little really to make much of a difference in these cars, but still, you know, I'll wait and see as to what happens obviously in future races. Heading through Blanchemont, very, very much coasting through there. I've got no idea what sort of position we're up to. We might be inside the top 10. Maybe we might be sort of like 9th or 10th. I'm gonna hazard a guess. We might be just outside them. We might be sort of 11th or 12th. Someone's into the pits. Guy in front of me doesn't get a good run through the bus stop either. But at the end of that one, what position are we up to then? It is P10? No, P9.
P8.
P8? No, P9. Crew chief lying to me there. Give me a false sense of hope. So that has been, yeah, a brilliant opening up then of this race. Not a brilliant terminal for that guy though. So we are now up into P8 of this race then, as we head back down the hill. But already the field, yeah, very, very much spread out, as we've got 3 cars just in front of us. Just still trying to take it easy in through a rouge. Just like keep it between the white lines. Don't get any off tracks if you don't need them. Yeah, I mean, 30 I rating again would take us back over 1.8k. This is sort of what we need. We just need some consistency. Just constantly, you know, sort of 20, 30 I rating here or there. It all does start to add up very, very quickly. There's a big gaggle battling it just up the road. But yeah, pretty much instantly, though, in this one, we've sort of found ourselves in a bit of clear air, which is, I guess, alright. Works for me at the moment. Allows us sort of just to build up some temperature, build up some confidence in the car. 3 seconds to the guys in front, 2 to the guys behind as we head back down through the hairpin. But yeah, we'll wait and see as to what happens over the course of this one, because I don't think it's just going to be a straightforward race to the checkered flag from here. But yeah, 13 laps though. Obviously sort of a bit weird around here in these sorts of cars. You forget obviously sort of how, I wouldn't say slow the lap times are necessarily, because obviously it's a huge circuit, but where obviously I'm mainly used to this track still in Formula 1 cars, we've always just assumed sort of a lap round here takes, you know, sort of 100 seconds. And in these things it's taking 150. Yeah, sort of you rack up time a lot quicker than you sort of realise, which to be honest is probably quite a good thing, especially in sort of longer races as well. But anyway, back down in towards Stavolo, someone up the road kicking up a bit of sand, so hopefully we can start taking a bit of time. The two guys in front of us sort of just don't want to overstep the mark early on. It is very much a Porsche dominated split, this one. Many BMWs in this race. I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of the way the BMW drives. Always just handles a little bit weirdly. Maybe, well, hopefully the GT3 variant will handle a bit better, but for now we'll obviously be looking at the Huracan. It's very, very lucky there not to get a 1X through launch it on. But you can see two guys in front of us battling it out through the final chicane, so hopefully that will allow us
the leader's just done
to get a little bit closer. Top guy's running 232s. What are we going to manage? As a reference, 234. So a little way off.
234.71.
As we are about to P7 in this race, so I'm not too sure I've managed that, but I'll take it. 44 I reckon if we were to finish here, but the guys in front still battling it out. Hopefully we take a bit more time out of them as well over the next couple of laps. Right behind though, looking rather quick. GT4 cars, yeah, I know obviously people like me that sort of racing a lot of other stuff, as we do pick up our first 1X of the day. That was a bit annoying.
Watch those lines.
But yeah, though, obviously a lot of people will try and drive these thing like a GT3. They don't. You have got to be very, very different in your style, I tend to find. But I mean, yeah, the guys that sort of use the GT4s a lot, understandably, obviously have a big, big advantage. These things just always, to me, I think wallowy is a bit of a harsh way to describe it, but I think probably the best way I can. They always feel a bit heavy. They always feel a bit sluggish. Sort of just got to lumber them around the corners a bit to get them to where you want them. But once you start getting them working and you sort of know what their limitations are, they are still obviously very, very good fun to drive. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered signing up to this series. As we head back down the hill, yeah, the guys in front get down to about 1.5 seconds, but I need them to start battling a bit more again. So I feel like we're sort of just hanging on to their coattails, almost getting a bit loose. As we head through Pouhon, I feel I can just hear the traction control in the background. Not too happy through there, but luckily, unlike the Huracan, just about holds on. Now, I have moved the brake bias quite far forward relative to the setup that I've got. Obviously, generally speaking, I like a car that really sort of, you get on the brakes at a straight line, you don't sort of have a rear brake bias. Really sort of just get the car stopped, get it rotated, get on the power. That's sort of the way I like it. I don't like to sort of just coast it in. I know it's slightly slower, theoretically, but for me, yeah, I don't like having a back end that sort of gets loose. I tend to get a bit of snap oversteer and try to correct it and overcorrect it and put it in a wall a lot of the times with things like that. It just seems weird having to lift off so much for launch on, but the guys in front still trying to be a bit overconfident through there. To begin. What on earth was that about? Just sat on the apex. BMW really did park it there, and we went into the back of the Cayman in front. Hopefully, it shouldn't have given us much damage. As somehow that lap was still quicker, so we could have been on for close to 32 there. But yeah, not too sure what that was all about. So that's an unfortunate 4X. Hopefully we'll try not to get any more of those. We still want to try and gain some I-rating in this one, but apologies to Ray just in front of us.
Guy. The gap's now
really in a go
0.26
in that situation. He takes a lot of curve through there though. Try and keep the steering lock straight over the crest. Otherwise the traction control will really kick in and really come back to bite you. But we have now got a good run on this guy. Might try to look to the inside. Or show him the nose, but I don't think we'll go for anything.
Car left.
Slip up the inside.
He's still there. Clear left.
A little bit of contact, but I think we both got away with it. Not too sure if that was me getting a bit too aggressive on the brakes or him just getting a little bit too early, but it was a 0X that time, which is a lot better. This guy is just all over the road in front. Not too sure what this guy's doing. Just going to go defensive into here. quite get the traction.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
Power early on the exit. So he's going to go way too deep in towards Puon, but he does hold on to it. I think it's a very, very weird line to that BMW. Again, you just hear sort of the traction control of the background flickering down through Puon. Yeah, this guy is definitely not quick at the moment. We need to try and get round him. Coast it in, get on the power early. Oh, that wasn't the line through there though. That's a run what could have been quite a good run. We will still obviously get all the slipstream.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Already 10 minutes in though. Oh, he takes a lot of curve through there. He's really punishing that thing. And again, he's just going to sit on the apex. Quite what we need, but yeah, we definitely need to try and get past this guy. Under 6th though.
6th place.
He's not confident on the brakes either. Seems all over the road. 51 IRacing now. If we were to finish here, we'd definitely leapfrog us over 1.8k. I think we're sat at like 1791 at the moment. There or thereabouts. Yeah, this guy's really weird. He's quick in some places, and then just really slow at others. Keep the steering lock straight over Rouge. You can see the guy behind just gets a little bit loose.
Keep searching, you'll find a gap.
That will definitely be a gap. Hopefully sooner rather than later in this one. But yeah, the top guys are really romped away at the start. Right, come on. Let's get past this guy. Again, he runs wide. Again, we get a good run down the hill. We'll show the nose. Trying to see if we can just force an error out of him. Come on. Come on, there's definitely going to be a mistake. Definitely going to be a mistake sooner rather than later. Just see the way he's sort of chucking the car around. That BMW's back end is going to break traction at some point, surely. That's another mistake. Oh, that's a big old mistake. He's going to get it back towards the apex though, sit on the exit. Again, that's going to ruin any opportunity up in towards Blanchimont. I don't need another 4X in this. That basically ruin any chance of a clean or gaining any SR. Oh no. Just so I don't get a 1X that time. He just takes so many weird lines, he really just doesn't open up the track. Get a good run out the final turn. Still not quite alongside though, that BMW's just got so much poke down the straights. See if we can try and get a good run down the hill once more. It's a good little battle though. Just got to be careful of Ray behind. He's actually dabbing the brakes on the way in. That's not the line he wanted though. It's going to be another 1X for him. Surely he's got quite a few instant points as well.
Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth.
Car is definitely up to temperature though. I feel like you can push just that little bit more with it. Still just getting a little bit of traction bog out of there. I think the traction control, the ABS are all tied together in this thing though, because I will be tempted just to put the traction control pretty much down to nothing. I really just don't think with 300 horsepower that it needs it, but...
Come on, pass him already.
I'll show the nose. Also to go late on the brakes. Oh. He does give us the room.
Clear right.
And we are through. Hopefully Ray can get past it as well. Doesn't feel like...
Nice one, mate.
There we go. So over to 5th then. 4th not far up the road. Can we match the result we got in VRS? Albeit from a slightly higher starting position, but still.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. You're halfway home. Your fuel is
Halfway
fine.
through this race then. Fuel's looking good. Obviously you don't need to pit in these, which is nice. Just one less thing to think about. Yeah, hopefully we can try and close up to Alex. Try and get as close to it
The
as
gap
we
ahead
can.
is now 3.2 seconds.
Yeah, so just try and put some good laps in. As soon as I say that, a bit deep. Yeah, I think we've hopefully got some pace over Alex though.
P5, this is
Definitely got
great.
pace
Come on,
of
keep nailing
33s.
those exits. That lap time was 2:34.49.
Oh, I don't know why I've suddenly lost the ability to brake at the right point. Can't afford to slip back into Ray's clutches. Yeah, I think unless someone in the podium makes a mistake. Well, there are two of them still close together. That's pretty much as much as you're ever going to get away with over there. I think Ray's got a decent run. Yes, he definitely has. Just sit in the middle of the road a bit. No, we don't want to go for anything. Oh no. What am I doing? Focus on the car in front, the car behind. So yeah, we are definitely quicker than the guy in front. Just keep being smooth, keep opening up the track width, but not too much to pick up instant points. Little squeezes there. Oh. That outside curve really can't settle the car. Yeah, we've definitely got the pace of the guys behind. Hopefully they'll start battling more. Run out of launch front, yeah, we're taking a good upwards of a second out of the guy in front on this lap. So Alex is definitely struggling.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you.
Just braking on that little dust thing there. Seems to be working for us. The second and third still battling it out. Right, can't remember to actually brake at the right points now. There we go, gap under 2.
That's the fastest lap. Your last lap time was at 2:34.28.
Well, that was close. Very, very close to the inside wall there. Just keep focused though. Oh no, Ray's got to run. Bit the dream. Force him to the outside. So as soon as he gets out of the slipstream, he again doesn't want to go for it. Not too sure why. Perhaps he wants me to drag him up to Alex. are definitely taking a lot of time out of Alex there. Don't get a 1x. Oh, I just knew the traction. We had to just blip off the throttle. Make sure the traction control worked out what was going on. Yeah, not long left in this race. So it's pretty much 10 minutes exactly on the clock.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Crew chief just confirming that. No, that's not good. Did open up the exit though quite nicely. The gap, yeah, coming down towards 1 second now.
You've used half your fuel. What's your speed? Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
I never understood why if you use that curb through Blanchemont, it seems to think you're pitting. Yeah, gap now under a second though, as we've got 4 more laps to go here from Spa-Francorchamps. Once again, seems like we're having another race that's coming down to the wire.
1 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast. Lap times are pretty consistent.
I know there's 33s in the car. Top guy though is
gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 0.7.
Can we finally get a good run through here? There we go, that's better. That's what we're talking about. Get a good run on Alex. Almost half a second up already as we reach the end of the Kemmel Straight. He's just going a bit defensive. Don't really want to spend too long behind him if I can avoid it. Good run. Down the hill. On the back end, just get a little bit squirrely there.
Defend your position, don't let him through.
That brings Ray right back to us as well, unfortunately. So now this is probably giving Alex a reminder to push a bit more. Don't do that. Against the back end, just kicking out a little bit. As the tyres are starting to go off just a little bit. The back end just scrabbles around for a little bit more grip. Yeah, this guy though is struggling. He's not in apex where he should be. We get another good run. Which we just... I don't know whether we need just a little bit more wing or what though. Yeah, he's definitely struggling. Can we send it?
On your left.
Just go nice and deep on
Still
the brakes.
there. Clear left.
There we go. Over the 4th.
Good move, mate.
Traction control kicks in a bit, but we get the move done. 5 seconds to the guys in front, 3 more laps. They keep battling.
That lap time was 2:34.48.
Maybe this isn't over just yet. As now hopefully we'll leave the 2 behind just to battle a bit more. But yeah, the top guy seems to have had quite an easy day of it out front. Only on 1.5k IRacing, so certainly either new with a lot of potential talent or on his way back in.
The gap behind is now 0.8.
Let's just try and put in a couple of quick laps, see if anything's going to be possible with the 2 guys in front. 65 iRacing, 66 iRacing, sorry, if we finish here. I would take that
incident in
rather happily. Cool. Is that in front? I think that's in front. No, behind even. Come on. Don't start doing that, car. Nice and late on the brakes. Through Puon is never going to be able to get. Now, unfortunately, though, the two in front of us starting just to space out between them again. I think Stefan's got past Loic, and there's not much he can do. So we're taking a bit of time out of the power of him, but really we need him battling to get any significant amount. 5 minutes to go though, so 2 more laps. I think unfortunately it's not looking good for us. Ray's still stuck behind Alex. Oh no, that's way too deep. That's annoying. That would have been a really good lap up to that point. And all that time goes through the final corner. So we know there's about another half second on the cards. So yeah, high 33 is doable. But yeah, I mean we'll keep pushing, see if we can close up to the two in front. I think unless they start battling again, any chance for us is all but eliminated. That's cheeky. We got away with it. Definitely overfueled as well, which wasn't ideal. We got away with a lot less fuel. I think actually the last lap we did take a bit more out of the top guys again. Out of our leader. Don't do that. See, it felt like we absolutely nailed that. We still lost of nearly 2 tenths. Guys in front of it just rolling away
now. 2.6 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, pulling away from the guys behind, we've got to look at the positive still. I mean, 66 iRating is the positive we should be looking at, as well as the fact we've only had 1 instant point, or 2 instants even. 1 off track and 1 4X so far. As long as we don't do what we did in VRS and just start picking them all up on the last lap, we can be very, very happy with that as well.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Trying to come into this season with a bit of a new approach. Keep our head down focus. Just drive clean. Not always just completely pushing the limits, but still, you know, trying to where we can.
There's an incident in La Source.
Ooh. What's gone on in the source then? Someone thought it was a checkered flag already. White flag's out though, 1 more to go. As we set 30
Yellow flag,
there,
keep your wits about you, mate.
Oh, slow car. Oh, it's a lap car. That was close to the pit wall again. What on earth is this guy doing there? Not too sure what's going on there. Can we set a 33 on this final lap? Not if we do that. Alex is still holding on to 5th place again. Ray just needs to send it a bit more, I think. He's very, very quick, but just lacks the confidence. I can afford to wait a little bit of time on this last lap to avoid getting 1Xs. Because 5X should give us a bit of SR at the end of the day. And yeah, good. Obviously we got that 4X, although we were luckily it wasn't 9. Still a little bit of contact. I think Ray's finally got him. So fair play. Two in front still battling hard. It's down through Pulm for the final time though. IMSA Pilot Challenge. Good fun series still. At the end of the day, definitely going to have to do a lot more of this over the course of this season. Half-hour races are quite nice as well. Sort of like these race distance. I'm sure that'll quickly change once we get wrecked a couple of times. But, I mean, yeah, very, very good fun. Nonetheless, though. So we try to just keep it nice and tidy. And hopefully only 5X as well, so they're very happy with that. At the end of the day, but it looks like Jose is going to absolutely walk away with this one. Quite a dominant race victory in the end. Just put grass on the way in, that's not ideal. But yeah, Stefan, Stephanie, I don't know.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
In P2. And Loic, myself, and Ray rounding out the top 5 there as he does get past Alex right at the very end. I think Alex has tried something. But yeah, P18 to P4 at the end of that one. Very, very happy indeed with the way that race went in the end. If you did enjoy, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed as well for more iRacing content in the future. But yeah, that one, very, very good fun. And we'll definitely be back soon with more.